Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me.
3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. 2 bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features 2 Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
There's nothing on the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute warning and the AOP excel at brutalizing their opponents and inflicting massive amounts of pain. But only one of them can be the best at it.
We can safely predict that this is going to be an exceptionally gruesome and painful match to watch.
Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal. How can one of these teams get the edge in this head-to-head contest?
It's true they're well matched, but AOP tends to be the more methodical and calculating of the two teams. If AOP can get control of the pace and smother 3-minute warning's chaotic in-ring style, they'll be in a position to win this.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, and there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight.
Oh, what a boot to the face! 3-minute warning might just be done messing around. The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks. The cover for the win.
He's able to beat a 2 count.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out.
And we might be seeing a competitor crumbling before our very eyes.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, it
First up top.
Oh! Diving knee drop. For the win. No, stops the count at 2.
somehow, some way, he is still wicked kick to the face. Forget it. AOP just fell to their demise.
We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding all expectations.
And now he's back into the ring. Forearm just raking across the face.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
This is a whole new level of chaos and brutality.
3-minute warning.
Watch out! Big impact. Rosie's shutting the door right now.
That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first.
He's getting ready to turn up the pad. But it's in a 2-out. Saxton like a cop. Not quite enough to put him away. Sliding into the cover, looking to end this.
Using the ropes for leverage. That's not right.
How at this point you don't even stay down long enough for a 1 count is beyond comprehension. Launched with a belly-to-belly. Uh-oh.
Beautiful gator roll.
Great way to disorient your opponent. Isolating their opponent's arm and
And a series of vicious stomps.
Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man who won a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force Rosie brings.
Looking to get airborne here.
Taking flight.
whoa, what a landing! The air time, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
Up they go.
Driven down with a Samoan.
Shoulders down. Does he have it? Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
we've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw, and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the Bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch!
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm...
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match. Mela is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, Carmella!
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she... This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch have to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
Delivering nasty stomps. No respect being shown whatsoever with their stomps.
Ooh, talk about force. That'll give you whiplash.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Here we go.
Exploder suplex.
Lynch letting her opponent know who's in charge.
Does she think she's in a pose-off or something? This is a wrestling match. What a counter. Oh, colliding with a barricade, setting the ladder up in the center of the ring.
Almost touching the prize at this point.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. Victory is literally within her reach here.
Seems to be stretching a bit up there.
Yeah, sweaty palms making this difficult.
Natalya sent flying to the outside. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully capped in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight. All eyes are glued high above the ring. Just yank it down. Force it. It's so close.
If only it was that easy.
This is it, guys. Exactly how I said it was going to play out.
It's not over yet.
Things are about to turn disastrous. Powerful contact by Tamina.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
I like where this is going.
Yeah, Cole, this has the possibility to completely unravel here.
Clearing off the announce table. This isn't going to end well.
She set the ladder up dead center.
Oh, her eyes are on the prize now.
Second-generation super.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my, Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
And undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of a ladder?
Slides under the ropes, back into the ring. Things are looking a little rocky for her.
And all of this pain and discomfort will make ascending the ladder very challenging.
Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veteran...
Natalya gets drawn in.
What a splash! Natalya's night could have just ended right there. She might not be in any condition to climb the ladder. Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
Back into the ring she comes.
Kick right to the gut.
She's starting to struggle here.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? Full focus on obtaining the prize.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fumble around too much here.
She's reaching out and trying to unhook it as fast as she can.
Might be a little overzealous going for it here.
Too late to stop now, though. Tamina has it.
Fingertips away from winning the contract.
The prize is literally there for the taking.
Backpack face buster.
Up to the electric chair, down for the drop.
The boat, Natalya. Look out. Sharpshooter applied.
And somebody get in there to stop this. She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see. A little insult to your injury.
She's got the ladder position. She wants it.
Creating a deadly situation in the corner.
She's heading to the outside. No threat of count out here.
Back in the ring.
Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though.
Escapes and a chop block takes him down. I don't know about you two, but I can barely hear my own thoughts.
The WWE Universe is making their feelings heard loud and clear.
That's one way. Momentum is running away from Becky fast.
Becky's fighting spirit needs to cause a change here. Side. Up to the electric chair, down for the drop.
She countered that into her own offense.
Big right hand.
Carmella gets waylaid.
Down with a backbreaker.
Look at this, just driving the knee into the spine. Drop at the ladder, ouch!
Ladder's dead center and ready to go, guys.
Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
This is the chance. Could be the only one.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation. It's only a matter of time now.
Furiously trying to unhook it now.
This has got to be it.
Victory is inevitable. Looks to have a firm grasp on it, too.
Here we go.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry.
And Carmella with a takedown, looking for
right into the disarmer.
She's gonna tap.
And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
She's got it in her hands.
Can she end it here?
Any opening could be
member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are gonna be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time tag team champions?
The following is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing 2 super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
The goal is obtaining those tag team championships. Being on the same page will be vital in this one. Remember, this match is under Tornado tag team rules. A 2-on-2 match with a pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
2 of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
Sit-out powerbomb.
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. And Big E falls to a counter.
Oh, boy, come on, not the chair. Bringing out that kendo stick means he is truly willing to go to the extreme.
The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
Big overhand.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Right, the Usos love to trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing to.
Kendo stick wrapped around the head. And it looks like the New Day lost a bit of that focus there.
A prime example of that unique Uso offense.
Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the bootios and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
He saw that coming.
Looking for the pin, but was that enough?
And the champ gets free at one.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Boom! And you can see from the blood that real damage has been done. Bright red evidence. He got caught badly by that blow. Every successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation.
The champ really feeling the effects of this match now.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
Oh! He'll make his way to the ring.
Kick to the body.
Momentum is running away from Woods here.
Getting a taste of just how bad it can truly get inside the Uso penitentiary.
The New Day asked for this to manage to defend their title in this unforgiving structure.
Ooh! What a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams. Top rope, Uso splash. Innovative offense from the Usos could end it all right here. Flying with the count. Soaring. Working the midsection there. Unpacks a well-placed punch. Vicious right forward. Now a series of vicious elbow drop.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers. Of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the Anwani family if they
Tightening the balance with the pin.
Fights the shoulder up and one.
He's still got life in this matchup.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day. It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want.
Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good.
Sliding back into the ring. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry.
The top rope. Uso with the Uso splash.
Has the champ pinned. Is this it? Champ with an immediate kick out there.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
He puts him into the corner. Boom!
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
Looks like he's coming back in.
Crashing down.
Samoan drop. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
Looking to go up high.
Top rope. Jimmy Uso splash.
The challenger clearing a path to the title.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs, using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the